Good day, grade 10 students. I am Mark Christopher Monteagudo. You can call me Sir Mark for short. I am a MAPE teacher at Upper Bicutan National High School, and I will be your teacher for today's lesson. These are the objectives of our lesson. Number 1, explains the performance practice, including the setting, composition, role of composers, performers, and audience. Number 2, enumerate the characteristics of instrumental and vocal music and the famous composer of this musical style. Last discussion, we tackled about the two forms of 20th century music and its features. We also discussed the famous composers that comprise those forms. Again, those forms are what we call Impressionism and Expressionism. Today, we are going to discuss about Primitivism to Neoclassicism. Are you ready? Let's begin. First, let us know what is Primitivism. Primitivistic music is tonal through the asserting of one note as more important than the others. New sounds are synthesized from old ones by juxtaposing two simple events to create a more complex new event. Primitivism has links to exoticism through the use of materials from other cultures, nationalism through the use of materials indigenous to specific countries, and ethnicism through the use of materials from European ethnic groups. Two well-known proponents of this style were Stravinsky and Bela Bartok. It eventually evolved into Neoclassicism. Bela Bartok, 1881 to 1945. Bela Bartok was born in Hungary, now Romania, on March 25, 1881. He started piano lessons with his mother and later entered Budapest Royal Academy of Music in 1899. He was inspired by the performance of Richard Strauss, also Sprach Zarathustra, to write his first nationalistic poem, which is Kossuth, in 1903. He was a concert pianist as he traveled exploring the music of Hungarian peasants. As a neoclassicist, primitivist, and nationalist composer, Bartok used Hungarian folk themes and rhythms. Bartok is most famous for his six-string quartets, 1908 to 1938. It represents the greatest achievement of his creative life, spanning a full 30 years for their completion. His musical compositions total more or less 695, which include concerti, orchestral music, piano music, instrumental music, dramatic music, choral music, and songs. In 1940, the political developments in Hungary led Bartok to migrate to the United States, where he died on September 26, 1945, in New York City, USA. Neoclassicism was a moderating factor between the emotional excesses of the Romantic period and the violent impulses of the soul in Expressionism. It was, in essence, a partial return to an earlier style of writing, particularly the tightly knit form of the classical period, while combining tonal harmonies with slight dissonances. It also adopted a modern, freer use of the 7-note diatonic scale. For examples, Neoclassicism are Bela Bartok's Song of the Bagpipe and Piano Sonata. In this latter piece, the classical 3-movement format is combined with ever-shifting timed signatures, complex but rhythmic patterns, as well as harmonic dissonances that produce harsh chords. The neoclassicist style was also used by composers such as Francis Poulenc, Bela Bartok, Igor Stravinsky, Paul Hindemith, and Sergei Prokofiev. Sergei Prokofiev is regarded today as a combination of neoclassicist, nationalist, and avant-garde composer. Francis Poulenc, 1899 to 1963. He was a member of the group of young French composers known as the Les Six. His compositions had a coolly elegant modernity, tempered by a classical sense of proportion. Poulenc was also fond of the witty approach of Satie, as well as the early neoclassical works of Stravinsky. And he died in Paris on January 30, 1963. Now that we gain familiarity about movements, forms, features, and composers of the 20th century music, let us all thank them. Because of them, we are enjoying our today's music. So my dear students, please don't forget the roots of our today's music. That's all. Thank you for watching and God bless.